Hello, everyone! In Barbie of Swan Lake, I showed Shelley a lovely star constellation named Cygnus. Constellations are groups of fixed stars that have been given names. Most of the constellations were named many years ago in a country called Greece. Other peoples and cultures have their own names, but I'll tell you what the Greeks called them. Did you know that the night sky is literally filled with beautiful star constellations? Let's play a game together to learn all about them. It'll be fun! Here is a wonderful starlit sky, just like the one Shelley saw in the movie. Can you see the 3 constellations? Good! I'll give you a clue about one of the constellations, and you see if you can pick which of the constellations I'm talking about. Use the arrow keys on your remote control to select the constellation. And when you've made your choice, click Select or Enter. Are you ready? Since this is a new game, I'll start with a constellation that I think you've seen before, Cygnus. As you know from Barbie of Swan Lake, the word Cygnus means swan. Can you see a constellation that resembles a swan? You can use the picture of the swan at the bottom of the screen to compare the shape of the swan with the constellations in the sky. Good luck! Look for the long neck reaching out in front of the 2 wings. That's correct! Let's take a closer look. The Greeks had many different gods, but the most powerful of their gods was called Zeus. Sometimes Zeus would disguise himself as a swan, and so this constellation reminded the Greeks of him. Can you see the bright star in the swan's tail? That star is called Deneb, and it shines with the power of 60,000 suns. Isn't that amazing? That's why we never need a telescope or binoculars to see Cygnus. All we need is a clear night sky. I think it's beautiful. Let's look at some more stars. Let's see. There's a constellation here called Pegasus. Pegasus is one of my favorites because he's a magnificent winged horse. I guess you could say he's a distant cousin of Lila the unicorn. Can you find the flying horse constellation? That's right! That's Pegasus. Shall we look a little closer? Do you remember that we learned about Zeus, the powerful Greek god? Well, Pegasus belonged to Zeus's family, and even used to carry Zeus's thunderbolts for him. When the goddess Athena saw Pegasus for the first time, she thought that he was so amazing that she gave him a beautiful golden bridle to wear. Pegasus is easy to see in the night sky because his body is made up of an almost perfect square of stars. This is called the Great Square of Pegasus. I think it's stunning. Ah, here's a different section of the beautifully starlit sky and 3 new constellations to choose from. Are you ready to play again? Okay. Do you think you can find a constellation that looks like a lion? It's called Leo. Good guess, but not quite right. Almost, but keep looking for that lion. Very good. This is the constellation Leo, which means lion. Let's take a look at it together. I love this constellation. It really does look like a lion, doesn't it? Crouching proudly like the king of the night sky. Have you ever heard of the Greek hero Hercules? Well, Hercules had many exciting adventures, but his first was to fight this magnificent lion. It was a great challenge for Hercules because the lion's hide was very special and could not be punctured by iron, bronze, or stone. Can you see the really bright star where his heart is? That star is called Regulus, but it has another name as well, Corleonis, which means the lion's heart. Isn't that a wonderful name? Corleonis. You're doing very well. I hope you're having fun exploring the stars together. The next constellation I'd like you to find is called Orion. Shaped like a man, he's a mighty hunter. He waves a club above his head and even holds a shield. Can you find him? Very good. This is the magnificent constellation Orion. Let's take a closer look. Orion really is one of the most incredible constellations in the sky. Do you see how he has his arm raised, bearing his powerful club? And in his left arm, he carries his impressive shield. Can you see the three bright stars in the middle of the constellation? They make up what is called Orion's belt. The ancient Greeks believed that Orion was extremely strong. Can you see the star that makes Orion's right shoulder? It's called Betelgeuse, and it's one of the biggest stars in the entire universe. In fact, it's over 250 times bigger than our own sun. Isn't that amazing? I bet you never knew the night sky was so full of wonderful stories, did you? Let's look at some more constellations together. Let's see. I think I might have to explain this next one a little. Do you see the illustration at the bottom of your screen? That's a centaur. A centaur was a very strange mythological creature that was half man and half horse. That's right, half man, half horse. See if you can find a constellation that looks like it has a horse's body on the bottom, but then a man's body on the top. And if you find the constellation, I'll tell you the story of this fascinating creature.